So in this video, we're going to make the final section of this web page mobile responsive. Okay, we are going to be making the final section of this web page mobile responsive, which is the footer down here. So let's just get started quickly. So before we make this section mobile responsive, as you can see, these list items and our heading ones, you can see they are still aligned on the left hand side. So we want to actually shift the content inside of this footer. So we want to shift it, and we actually want to center them. Okay, we don't want them positioned here on the left hand side, so we want to shift them. So let's just go over to our footer and work with this. So inside of your styles.css, so just go up here. So remember our footer class, inside of the footer class, so let's use a margin. Let's use margin left to do that. Say margin left, and let's use 10%. So let's shift the content 10%. Margin left of 10%. So let's see how this is looking. Refresh. Oh no. As you can see, this is not actually shifting the content, it is shifting the whole footer 10% away from the left hand side, and this is not what we want. Now, one thing you need to know is margin. When specifying margin works against the whole element. When specifying margin works against a container. So if you give an element a margin left of 10%, it will shift the container, the whole container. It won't shift the content. So that is what margin do. So what we really need to do is to work with the padding. Padding works against the content inside of an element. So that's why. So now let's see now. If we use padding, let's just use padding and see how this will look. So let's remove this from margin to padding. Like I said, padding works against the content inside of an element, and the content is what we are targeting. We don't want to move the whole footer. So, but margin, as you can see here, margin is moving the whole footer from the left. So we want to use padding now. So let's refresh now. So you can see our contents, they are now in the center of this footer, and you can see everything is working properly here. So that is the difference between margin and padding. When using margin will shift the whole element, but padding will shift the whole content inside of the element. So padding works against the content of an element, but margin works against the whole element. So make sure you use padding for this. Okay, so now let's make this web page mobile responsive. So that is the purpose of this video. Now let's resize this browser and see how this is looking. Let's resize our browser. Now let me bring this here in the center so you can see it in the center here. So now let's go down. As you can see, everything is responsive, everything is working. So we are going down until the last section, which is the footer. As you can see, everything is disrupted here. You can see all the elements, all the text moving around, shifting around, and this is not what we want. So we need to make this aligned properly on a mobile view. We need to make this responsive. So go over to your mobile styles on your media query here. So for your mobile styles, as a marked width of 780 pixels, so we are not going to give this a width of 100% because we don't want each of those columns to take a width of 100%. So we are going to do something different here. So remember, it is column 3. So if we go to our index.html, remember it's column 3 for the whole column there. So we are going to be working with this class now. So what you do now is underneath here, just hit enter and you specify your class dot column 3. So what we are going to be doing, we are going to, instead of giving this a width of 100%, we are going to be giving this column a width of 50% instead, because we want each column to take a width of 50%. So say 50%. Let's see how this is looking on our web page. Refresh. Did you see this? Wow, did you see? So this is taking a width. You can see This one is taking a weight of 25%. This one is taking a weight of 25%. Both of them combine to give you a weight of 50%. So this one is also taking a weight of 25%. This one is also taking a weight of 25%. So when they combine, they'll give you a weight of 100%. So that is it. Yeah, so you can see this is looking good so far. So let's scroll up here. Everything here is responsive. So congratulations to you. We have finally come to the end of this course. So we have also finally come to the end of this website here. So we have built everything, and everything here is working. We have built this website from the scratch. We've made everything responsive. We built it section by section, and we made all of them responsive. So congratulations to you. We have successfully built a mobile, a responsive website, a responsive static website, and you can also build this for clients and earn money. Maybe you want to work maybe you want to build a static website for a company that wants to advertise their company. You can build a static website for them. So congratulations to you. We have finally come to the end of this website. So that is a wrap for this video. Let's just move on.